And hello and welcome to another episode of the Infobots Podcast. This is episode number 84, and I'm your host, author Frederick Fishman, and today we are sponsored by me. So for links to all my books, apparel, and gear, you can go to our main Infobots website at Infobots, spelled with 2 T's at the end, Infobots.com. And you can also help us out and show your support by visiting our Patreon page at Patreon, that's spelled patreon.com/Infobots Podcast. And please check out our new educational membership website packed with numerous multimedia elements about the animal kingdom at animals-central.com. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's talk about space again. And let's talk about getting to Mars. And the title of this story is The Thermal Nuclear Engine That Could Get Us to Mars in Just 3 Months. The Ultra-Safe Nuclear Corporation, or USNC, has designed a new thermal nuclear engine it says could carry astronauts to Mars in just 3 months and back to Earth in the same amount of time. That's half what it is now. But using ceramic microcapsules of high-assay, low-enriched uranium, or HALEU fuel, USNC's thermal engine could cut the trip in half, even from optimistic estimates. The problem is to produce a nuclear reactor that is light enough and safe enough for use outside the Earth's atmosphere, especially if the spacecraft is carrying a crew. My comment, no kidding. All right, back to the story. The thermal nuclear for propulsion is an old idea. While weapons are thermal, other applications have lingered in the experimental stage and then been discarded, but they've still been studied off and on for decades. These designs use the astonishing heat generated by a nuclear reaction to push a rocket at speeds approaching Star Trek realm compared to what we use today. And they contrast with traditional chemical rockets, where chemical propellants like liquid oxygen are used to make something more like a supersized fossil fuel combustion engine. USNC's technology hits just months after Elon Musk suggested a nuclear engine could be key to getting astronauts to Mars. For Musk, the concern was for astronaut health and safety. The longer trip to Mars, the longer astronauts are exposed to extraordinary cosmic radiation. The Department of Energy has found that the HALEU fuel is, relative to the higher risk of handling nuclear materials at all, less dangerous than it could be. Cosmic radiation is probably far worse, and negotiating it around it has been a huge barrier to any hypothetical Mars travel. Well, if it takes 3 months to get there, and 3 months to get back, and let's say you spend 6 months on Mars, that's a year off the planet Earth. So you know what? I think I'll pass on that one. I want to thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Infobots Podcast. And please support our efforts here to bring you a new Infobots Podcast by going to our website, our support website at patreon.com/Infobots Podcast. That's patreon.com/Infobots Podcast. Thank you very much, and join us again for another episode of Infobots. Bye-bye.